Hello, Cerise. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to do a pretty cool color from LureWorks called Cerise 211. As you can imagine, and if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I like to make popular pop culture references, and that of course was from Silence of the Lambs. Awesome movie. I think it came out in like 90 or something, 91. Anyway, it's about a story of this serial killer that he kills people and he eats them, and there's this FBI agent that's investigating all of that, and of course he's not a normal serial killer. He is, you know, a genius, so he always he knows when she's going to come see him and talk to him and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, you know, just a bit of pop culture reference for you guys. You know, I've definitely been good for that in the past. If I had to guess, I would say that this color is probably like a red-pink. I think that there are a lot of these like reddish-pink transparent colors. Hopefully this will probably be close to the last one that we do on this channel. But right off the top of my head, I mean, there's merthiolate, there is jelly apple red, there is any number of light transparent colored reds and pinks. And this is probably going to be no different. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably like just red with a pink highlight. We're going to do 4 different saturations today. We're going to do 35 drops. We're going to do like 17 drops. We're going to do, actually we'll probably do 3 saturations, 35, 17, and 5. And then I will pick a couple different flakes, and those will be what we will use for this video, just so you guys can get an idea of what's in this. We're going to be using our FlexFin shad mold. I can't get enough of this mold, man, and neither can anyone else. These things, they don't stop selling. Just an awesome little bait to use for pretty much anything. I mean, use them for trailers, actually, on jigs. That's what I use them for. You can Texas rig it. You could, you know, peg a weight to the line and just Texas rig it straight through. I mean, these things are super versatile. So anyway, we'll be back with our first cup. Today I'm going to save you all the video of me doing all the drops and all that sort of stuff in an effort to kind of try and cut down the time on these videos. But we'll be back, and we will be at 35 drops in the cup. Okay, we're back. So we're at 35 drops. First appearances seems to be like a very bright pink. Kind of looks the same as what merthiolate does before it solidifies. We're going to use some of this gold 2x2 just as our first flake, and we're going to use a quarter. So there's a quarter, maybe a little less than a quarter, and we will mix this up and shoot it and see what we get. Pinky red with gold in it. I would 100% I would toss this. This is and I've talked about how well gold works on the channel before. Basically like a cheat code, man. If you can gold in any bait, I recommend you do it, especially this gold. It's called 2x2. It's differently cut than anything that you can buy inside the US, and in fact I don't even think any US manufacturers make it. So there we go. So that is the first one. We will be back in 1 moment for the demold on the 35 drops. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and demold this. See what we get. Okay, I like that. It's like the color is like a pink red, and the gold kind of just lightened it up a little bit. So it's there's a good shot. Red on the top, pink on the bottom. As light passes through it, there's red on the top, pink on the bottom. But it is kind of a pink in nature bait. I'd throw this. Pink works. There we go. And you can see right here on the top, this is kind of red, the bottom kind of pink. course, we have this flake all throughout. Very light colored, very transparent. This would do well anywhere you would throw Scuppernong, anywhere you'd throw, you know, jelly apple red, any of the colors that we've talked about. Usually like dingy looking water. The better they can see it, the more they're going to bite at it. So there you go. That is 35 drops of the Cerise, and it is with the gold 2x2. Next up, we are going to do, let's do 17 drops, and I think we're going to do some blue. Okay, we're back. Now this is 17 drops. We can already see it is much more transparent. You can definitely see through the cup. We're going to use this blue 2x2 here, and we're going to go in with a quarter, mix it up and see what we get. Very much darkened it down. This is more like coming close to like a cotton candy type color. Alright, we'll go ahead and shoot the mold. And we will be right back for the demold of the 17 drops with the blue flake. Okay, and we are back. Let's go ahead and open this mold up and see what we got. Okay, definitely a lighter pink, very, very transparent. This blue, this is kind of like a, what is it, birthday cake, pink and blue. That color. Very, very transparent on the pink though. I don't even think you can see any red at all. Well, maybe right there you can see the light. It's a little bit darker, but it's more like a dark pink on the top and a light pink on the bottom. Very transparent color. You could probably use this very successfully in like clearer water. You can see here in the tail. Tail is almost transparent. It's almost clear because the pink is so light. Same with this one. You can see the blue flake, and that has nothing to do with it not being mixed up correctly or anything like that. You can see when I put it on my hand, a little bit of the light is blocked and it appears to be more pink. But when we have light passing through it, it's just very, very clear. So there you go, that is 17 drops with the blue flake. We're going to be right back, and we're going to do 5 drops, and I think we're going to use some red flake. Okay, we're back. This is 5 drops, and I can tell you this is almost see-through. We're getting to a saturation level that is really just like tinting the plastic at this point. So we're going to go in with some of our red 2x2. Do a full quarter, and we will get this stirred up and poured. Alright, and we will be right back for the demold 5 drops with the red flake. Okay, we're back. So let's go ahead and open up this mold here. Alright. Now at 5 drops, we are pretty much just tinting the plastic. and then whatever color flake you use is going to kind of determine what color it will be. Now, I actually make a color similar to this called Bayou Red. I've done a video on it on this channel before. This is kind of a supernatural color. It looks really good in shrimp. In these baits, however, you know, unless you're fishing clear water, I think this is just a little too light. Now, don't get me wrong, you can probably drop this in front of a bass and they'll eat it any day of the week. But you can see it's almost transparent. It's so light. Of course, you have that flake kind of bringing everything out. You can kind of see transparent as we twist it. So this is kind of bordering on too transparent to fish, I think. I probably would not be throwing this color just because there's lots of other colors with full saturation that you could throw that work perfectly fine. But there you go, that is 5 drops and the red 2x2. We will come right back and we're going to start doing what I call last look, and that's just going to put all of them next to each other and we'll just talk about it for a second. So we'll be back in 1 second. Alright, and we are back. This is going to be last look. We're just going to take a look at each one of these. This is in the order that we casted. So this is 35 drops with the gold 2x2. This was 17 drops with the blue 2x2. And this was 5 drops with the red 2x2. You can see the one in the middle kind of turned a little bit more purple, which is cool. This red one, a little too natural colored. I think that also keep in mind, you know, depending on what color flake you use is going to kind of depend on how the color turns out, right? I think if we had used red flake in 35 drops of saturation, I think that this would have been a much more like Scuppernong colored bait. I think it would have been far more red than it is pink right now. But here we go. We've got 35, 17, and 5 with the various flakes. Of these, I mean, you know, you probably know by now I love gold, so I'm probably, if I'm going to pick one, it's probably going to be this one. So, Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal Lecter, would be absolutely proud of this episode. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments.